So you might think that candy is the best part of Halloween, but you're wrong. Uh, it has to be little dogs in Halloween costumes. So we'll debate that on Undefeated this week.
I'm Jupe. This is MP. Welcome back to ByteSized Talks.
Okay, so I think growing up, the best part about Halloween is the candy,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And I think that's up until a point to where you're like, oh hey, I could buy my own candy. I don't need to go door to door begging like a peasant.
Yeah.
Like, especially there's some bullshit house giving out candy corn.
Oh,
Fuck,
those are the worst.
dude, candy corn is terrible. Um, I I've I don't every now and then I meet somebody who likes it, but I'm like, dude, how sad of a childhood do you have to have for like candy corn? Like, how bad did the 30s and 40s like hit your family for you guys to still be into candy corn? Like, fuck.
The
Like,
only thing worse I got when I was a kid, when I was trick or treating, is I got an apple once from my house. I'm like, really, a fucking apple?
ugh,
You really think I'm gonna eat this apple? I threw that thing as soon as I
ugh.
walked out of the house.
Throw it back at the house.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, it's one, maybe it was one of those things like they're like, man, maybe if we give out apples, like kids will stop showing up after like the fourth one. Like word will get around. Because like, dude, think
Yeah.
about how many apples would you have to buy?
Yeah. At least 100.
Right? Who the fuck? And like, one thing is if you get stuck with like a bowl of candy that you could pick at,
Yeah.
grab one or two on your way out every day. It's gonna last for months.
Yeah.
One thing's to have a bowl of extra candy. A fucking sack of apples, like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know what this lady
Uh,
was thinking, but she gave me an apple. I was like, really?
yeah. Or like another candy, like I didn't hate them as a kid, but like they weren't great. And like looking back, like what the fuck were they? Smarties,
Smarties. Are those
the
like
little
the
the little things that like come in like a roll, the little colored like little antacid looking things.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember those.
Like what the fuck was that? Like
So
like
to give you some context as to what my what the people were like around me during that time, we would grab Smarties and smush them around and then start making little lines as fucking 10-year-olds way. I look back at it now, I was
welcome
like,
to New Mexico, the
yeah.
land of enchantment.
I
Fuck.
was like, what the hell were we doing? Who the hell brought that up and why did he know about that?
I mean, we never got to that part. We just did fucking Big League Chew and candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like not for Halloween, but like just buying those. Like that was even worse. Maybe we were buying them. Like, um, okay, but like back to like Halloween. So like yeah, like dressing up can be like it's still. I think people still have fun with it as an adult, right? Like there's some people who like this is their time of year.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of which,
uh,
I think I want to roll back my undefeated topic for Halloween. I watched.
I will fully allow it. And if you want to resend your fight against the end table, I'll allow for
No,
that as
the end
well.
table still stands.
It stands undefeated.
So I watched Monster Inside, the movie about McCamey Manor.
Which is on Hulu, and we had an
Yeah,
episode on McKinney Manor a few weeks back.
I watched that show. Immediately after watching that, I felt a disgust for people who are so into Halloween that they will harass people in that way.
Now we're not talking about the casual person who just likes putting up decorations,
Yeah,
right? Or likes dressing up, or Halloween is like their favorite holiday because maybe it's the holiday where I think that's the most. That's a holiday where it's more friend family or
yeah,
friend
oriented,
friend friendly. Yeah, yeah, oriented. That's a better word. This is friend friendly.
friend
Because
friendly.
like Thanksgiving, Christmas, those are expected to be family
Yeah,
holidays. Like so. I think if you like the fall weather and you like you like a little bit more, uh, I guess showmanship into like what you do and it's fun. You know, I can see why people like Halloween, but we're talking about like the people who like want to terrify other people, scare them, like
Yeah, and don't get
evoke a little.
don't get me wrong, I'll go to a haunted house, I'll have fun, and I would even consider going to a haunted house where, they'll, like, grab you or push you around and whatnot. Cool, as long as I feel safe. But dude, McCamey Manor, watching those people beg him to say hey saying like, "Hey, I don't like this, please get me out." I was like, "Fuck," that sent chills through my body.
Yeah, so I I don't have to go to that far of an argument to say Halloween's defeated, or it's not undefeated. You know, I think
Yeah,
I can live with just Christmas being better.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like that's an interesting little like documentary because it's not only showing the messed up stuff that the guy who runs McCamey Manor does, but shows why people would actually go to a place like that, and
yeah,
it's um, and again, it's a very small portion of the population who want to seek, living through their own horror film.
yeah.
Um, and they talk about the psychology of it, but yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you uh, being able to own up to the fact that you made a stupid argument. So, um, but yeah, I think Halloween, and this is a relatively new thing for me to discover. Like, obviously, every year there's some kid who kills it with their Halloween costume.
Yeah.
A couple years back, like remember the first kid you saw who had a Transformers
Oh, yeah.
outfit? Like the first time, he was like, "Damn, that was pretty cool."
Dude, when they go into
The
an actual car, like, when they lay on the ground, that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the kids who had like you could tell like their parents must have spent hours with them cutting and folding and
Yeah.
gluing that thing and making it like those are pretty cool. Like that kid is in fact a superhero like for the day, right?
Yeah.
Um, and like to me like the best two costumes I've seen this year on TikTok and stuff. One would be like I'd say second place goes to like uh this little kid. They put a little mustache on him and had him pushing a cart where it looks like he's selling like the Mexican ice creams and the little like treats and the hot chips and stuff like that.
Paletero.
Yeah, like that's like oh, and then it's a little guy. It's like probably three. Like he doesn't know what the hell's happening. Like it was such a cool funny thing to see. And again, that's not a costume you could buy at the store.
Yeah.
Um, but I'd say first place goes to because there's a bigger performance to it. It's like this young girl who dressed up. You've had to see through social media the clip of like I don't know what the ride is called that just spins round and round and like it tilts and
Yeah, you're sitting
but it's
down.
like a carnival ride.
Yeah.
Um, and but like apparently it's a popular thing like at this Mexican carnival or something for there's somebody to be dressed up as a nun,
The
like
from the movie The Nun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but like he's just there and he's like dancing in the middle because if you're in the middle, like you just have to just keep moving your feet and you're able to
Yeah.
do it. So he's just there dancing while this whole thing's spinning around. So some girl made like a 5 foot like disc around her to where she was the nun in the middle and she would just kind of spin and dance with it. Like I was like, damn, like that looks very like you could tell like she might have made that by herself with a little bit of help, but
Yeah.
like that was to me. I was like, that was I don't know who this. Apparently, she got second place in that Halloween costume,
Oh.
which I was like, nah, that's bullshit. Like that's so good. I there's probably some like kid who was dressed up as a Mexican kid from Coco or something that won, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because that one was actually down in Mexico, or it looked like it was like in a Mexican like town or something. But no, this what's undefeated right now. Uh, One in general, I'm gonna say dogs are undefeated for pets,
Yeah, I would agree with
but
that.
that that's too simple of an argument.
Yeah.
Like, um, but I'm gonna go at little dogs in Halloween costumes, more specifically that have the fake arms.
Dude, and if you get the camera just right and just, like, right in front of them, it looks like it's just them walking with, like, holding something or just running.
Yeah, it looks like I think the first one I saw, they had it like to where it looked like a teddy bear,
Yeah.
and the dog had like a little like fluffy face,
Yeah.
so it literally looks like a teddy bear like running at you, and I was like, damn, that's good. But there's like an audio clip with it that's like more
Oh,
passion,
yeah.
more footwork, more footwork. That comes on like on Instagram, like as an ad all the time. And people have used that sound bit for other things, but yeah, dude, to me, dogs and Halloween costumes,
Small dogs.
small dogs, yeah, small dogs in Halloween costumes, clearly undefeated. Now,
Nah,
because I remember like one year you dressed up your dog Hercules in a costume. We wrestled him into like this kid-sized Pikachu thing. Like it was just cool, but it was just kind of like it's similar to like the kid who's just like Spider-Man. Like
yeah,
cute, cool. You're a nice little kid. Not creativity. It's not like the girl who was the nun.
yeah.
Like that's the next level. Like the little dogs, and again, I get it that it's still a thing that they're just buying, but it's a performance. That little thing comes running and those arms are moving or has a little knife, like if I had one of those running around my house, like I could put it on my dog, but I don't think it's gonna be as convincing on my dogs. My dogs are about knee high, 70, 80 pounds, or like 60 pounds. It's not as convincing like that it's a walking teddy bear as those little teddy bear looking dogs running at you with the costume on. Like that those crack me up every
Now
time.
you throw a small dog in a costume, I'm all for it. You get that small dog out of that costume, like I don't like small dogs. The small
Yeah,
dogs,
like
yeah, it's just they're not my thing. They're annoying. They're yappy. They're cute, but that's it.
yeah, like your small dog might be cute, but like your small dog isn't friendly typically to other people. It's very
Yeah,
rare that you meet like a super friendly small dog. You normally they're
yeah,
right. They're like little bitey guys.
yeah,
Um, and also I gotta bring up the conversation of a term that I feel like I've coined with dogs.
yeah.
I never heard anybody say this before, but the belly real estate of
Oh
a
yeah.
dog is some of the most prime real estate out there on the pet market. Like, if you have a small dog, there's like a hand space worth the belly. Now, if it's a guide dog, it's a no-fly zone. You don't want to be overly friendly to said guide dog, because his piece is right there, and you're just like, dude, this is you. I know you're enjoying me scratching the side belly, but like this is weird. It's weird. I know it's weird. It's not a good look for either of us, buddy. Like,
Yeah, I didn't really think about it till I had a female dog. Once I had a female
now,
dog,
now, I used to say this because we used to be roommates, and I had a dog. I have a dog, Sierra, and I was like, dude, like it's so much. And they're like, no, no, guide dogs are better. And I
yeah.
was like, dude, like this carefree zone. Just there's nothing but scratchies for her. Like,
Yeah, so I had Hercules, which was the Saint Bernard. And it was a guide dog, and yeah, you had to like go around the belly, whatnot. But now that I have Nala, she's a smaller dog, 50 pounds. But dude, I don't have to worry about anything. I'm just scratching her belly. She's not worrying about it. It's a much better, much easier way to pet your dog.
yeah, and to me, I think like 40 to 60 pounds is like the sweet spot for a dog size. Like,
Yeah, I like big dogs. I have a preference over them. But they are a little more difficult to take care of. It's a lot more maintenance. It's a lot more possibility of health
yeah,
problems and stuff like that. So mid-sized dog, I think it's good. It'll last you a long time. They're very energetic, and if it's a female dog, I mean, there's a lot of real estate to pet.
man, this almost sounds like our off-camera debates about cars and stuff. Like the mid-size crossover, like.
You would not let that shit go. Holy shit.
Dude, the mid-size crossover Toyota is the 50-pound female dog. Okay, like
It won't break the bank, and you can drive it everywhere for like 300,000 miles.
yeah, gonna get longevity, reliability, right? Maintenance is super easy,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
fuel efficient, like not too small to where like other people aren't gonna like it, like not too big where it's gonna be intimidating or hard to park.
Yeah,
Like,
so stupid.
so I think Julian agrees that small dogs in Halloween costumes within the Halloween spectrum is the best thing. If you disagree, drop a comment. If you agree, give us a like. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Take care, like and subscribe, and have a good rest of the week.